We're on Main Street here in Hyannis, outside of the JFK Museum, talking to people today about the tragic death of JFK Jr. 20 years ago. And for many people, it still brings up raw emotion.
I do remember. It makes me tear up.
20 years ago, John F. Kennedy Jr., along with his wife Carolyn Bessette and Carolyn's sister Lauren, died when their plane crashed off the coast of Martha's Vineyard.
You just can't believe it. You just couldn't believe it. I was flying to Martha's Vineyard from Boston, and I was in the airport, and there was news coverage everywhere.
The plane had left New York and was bound for Martha's Vineyard to drop Carolyn's sister Lauren off for an event before making their final stop in Hyannis for Rory Kennedy's wedding.
We were on a ferry boat from Hyannis to Nantucket, and we had seen the compound with all the tents set up for the wedding festivities. So then the very next day when we came back, we had heard, and I'll never forget it.
Ivy Kolb of Cumberland and her cousin Rena Cass spent many summers on the Cape rubbing elbows with the Kennedy family.
And our grandparents had really lived here their whole lives. My grandmother had marched in a parade honoring Rose Kennedy.
The cousins spent their time at the exhibit for JFK Jr. on Tuesday, remembering who they called John John. Both said he represented the best of John and Jackie.
The Kennedys were so important in public service. And, I think both of us try to instill in that, do for others, and be involved and be leaders in your community.
The emotion of that day still lives on, even 20 years later. Stephanie Mills flew to Martha's Vineyard the day of the crash and recalls the atmosphere on the island.
Silent. Awe. Fear. Awful.
Like cousins Ivy and Rena, Stephanie says the best thing to do is to remember this iconic man and the Kennedy family.
Thank goodness we're recognizing it. Thank goodness we're paying attention still.
Those looking to pay tribute and remember John F. Kennedy Jr. can do so here at the JFK Museum in Hyannis. Tori Goshi, Eyewitness News.